Coming here with a big bag of money and nothing about Ukraine.
Can you get me train tickets, please? Because I'm just falling on my face trying to do it.
Maybe very soon I will have no bread on my table.
You get what you pay for, pal.
Doing a little bit of this, doing a little bit of that, sometimes might take one whole day.
Know your own worth.
Will you employ me then? Will you provide salary for me, find another job for me, and provide bread on my table?
That's a really good question, Liza.
I want a plane because I'm a volunteer and I'm traveling to help Ukraine, but I'm not willing to pay for my own ticket to Ukraine.
To, just use a little bit of persuasion when I need to.
Still at the office, I'm like,
Right.
What was I doing?
This is all your precious time. This is your brain.
Did we surprise you in any way, in either good or bad way, during our work together?
The time here went so quickly. Oh my God, I need another week. Give me another month.
This is what we're here for, to help.
Oh, there's so many stories to tell. I'll be a long time writing them down.
Trust me, we're always nice, kind, and polite with everyone, even if someone is rude to us.
Hitri?
Kanin, chytry.
Oh, which one of these is the chicken and which one of these is the egg?
There is a lot of creativity in this, because every request is unique.
I'll never explain the word no.
Interesting.
As Schwarzenegger said, I'll be back.
Yes, Karla will be back for sure.
I'll be back.
We're sending you love from Kyiv. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this beautiful interview. My name is Liza Kozlenko, also known as Liza Clinical Wizard. And today I'm going to interview a great guest of mine, Karla Wagner. She's a client of my beautiful startup, Ukraine Connect, and she has become a great friend, not only my friend, but friend of the whole of Ukraine. And I'm going to ask her several questions about her experience with Ukraine Connect, my startup, because it's still brand new and I want to collect as many reviews as possible, honest reviews. That's why I'm making this on video in the form of interview, because I want my clients to honestly tell me what they liked about it, what there is still to improve. And Karla, first of all, thank you so much for coming here. Karla has built a great career in IT consultancy, and now her career is taking another turn, and she is studying journalism. She is going to become a great journalist soon. And right now she came here to cover our war and our society here in Kyiv and do many other great things for Ukraine, volunteer for Ukraine as well. So at some point, Karla, you felt that you will need, when you were planning your trip to Ukraine, you felt that you will need a fixer or maybe a team of fixers. Can you tell our listeners why you came to such a conclusion? Why not being independent here in Ukraine and do everything by yourself?
The first thing is that when I go to other EU countries from Netherlands, it's easy. Things are easy. Things are what I know, and I can read. I can use my bank card anywhere. I can do travel planning. I can sit on a train with a book and wake up at my destination, and I know where to go and who to talk to. And suddenly I'm in another European country, the largest country in Europe, and I don't know anything. I don't know how to get around. And number one is that I have no network. The network that I have in Western Europe is something that we take for granted, but we always have somebody. And so we have that peace of mind. And so when I came to Kyiv, what I really needed was, number one, peace of mind. And number two, build a network. And Ukraine Connect has helped me enormously along those lines.
Thank you so much for such a great feedback. How did you learn about Ukraine Connect? Did someone recommend you us, or how did it happen?
Oh, friend of a friend.
Mm-hmm, cool.
And someone in...
word of mouth. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And, a chain of trust. So this person trusts Ukraine Connect. So, of course, I don't have to spend hours and hours vetting and reading all these reviews and so forth. I just know. And that's exactly how certificate chains work. And I'll try not to put you to sleep with the technical stuff, but when you go to your bank's website and there's in the top bar, there's this little padlock. and everything's good, you know you're talking to your bank. You know that the message that you send to your bank or the transaction is exactly what the bank will receive, and your bank knows it from you, that it is you. And those are things that we take for granted today, and it's harder in building network. It's like, who do you trust? Who do you decide to trust? You know, there's cheapos. You know, you can get a fixer on the street if you want to. I haven't been approached in the train station, but my money says that if I had just come in alone without Liza to meet me, I would have been approached in the train station.
I guess so. Exactly.
Exactly. You know, a 60-year-old woman just lugging a suitcase along, prime target.
It's only about being a foreigner. It's not about gender or age or anything.
Yeah.
It's about that you are coming here with this stereotype. You are coming here with a big bag of money and you know nothing about Ukraine. This is stereotype. But I hope nowadays it doesn't work like this. I don't work with street fixers. We have a team, either home-based or at the office, and they are the best. Great, thank you so much. My next question would be, before coming here, you had certain expectations, how the fixing would look like, how it would be, and what will be the services you are going to use. What will you need Ukraine Connect for? What were your expectations? Tell us.
I am used to making my own travel arrangements. I'm an independent woman. I know how to deal with people, and also a native New Yorker, so I know how to, you know, just use a little bit of persuasion when I need to. And I'm like, you know, I started out like a baby here because I didn't know. So the services that I did need turned out to be a little bit different than the services that I thought I would need. But knowing that Ukraine Connect was there was the most important thing, that I'm not alone.
Great, interesting. Could you tell our listeners, please, which services have you used, those which you are willing to share, only those which you want to share, and whether you liked our performance or not, and whether you would recommend us to your friends and other people traveling to Ukraine?
Well, number one, it was money well spent, because I might have spent a lot more money otherwise. With the travel, especially the websites of trains, of needing to have a Ukrainian phone number to buy a Metro card on the subway, all these little things that are like super easy if you go to London or Amsterdam, suddenly become, oh, you know, which one of these is the chicken and which one of these is the egg. And it's like, I don't have a Ukrainian phone number, but if I want to make a train reservation, this is the first thing that they ask me for. Or I can't pay it because I'm not on their banking system. And these are little things that can really make things stressful. And I almost lost a hotel reservation once, and like, you fixed it all. It was a little bit humbling to turn over my travel plans. Can you get me train tickets, please? Because I'm just falling on my face trying to do it myself. And after 2 hours, I messaged Liza, and it was, no problem, here are your tickets.
This is what we're here for, to help. Exactly.
Exactly.
Great. So in general, you say you liked our performance and the services we provided and the quality, right? Absolutely.
And as I return to Ukraine time and again, as as my career as a journalist grows, I'm going to need more help. Like, even if I can make my own travel information decisions and so forth, I might run it by you to say, is this the best deal? Or I might need help making contacts with someone or reaching someone that I would love to interview or meet. And that's a biggie, because we, in Western Europe, we have an SLA of sorts. You know, people respond to a professional looking email, within 2 hours. Generally, and it's just something I expect. But getting in touch with somebody that doesn't know you, and I'm coming off the street and they're wondering, like, who is this lady? and I don't have a big name or anything, so and perhaps they get lots and lots of emails from people in Western Europe and the rest of the world. So making contacts is a biggie, and that I foresee a continued need for those services simply as a professional who needs to get a job done.
Great. So delegating feels great. Yes.
Oh, yes. I mean, the essence of leadership is delegating, and the essence of travel is knowing what your own limitations are and
Sure.
delegating things that make you more effective, even if you could just ultimately puzzle them out on your own.
Thank you. Did we, as Ukraine Connect, or me as a CEO and founder, did we surprise you in any way, in either good or bad way, during our work together?
I think that that's a really good question, Liza. I think that the warmth surprised me, because I'm coming from a society in which people are very, very reserved, very formal, and it was the easy informality that really, the human touch that really helped. When I was in IT consulting, where I was for at least 20 years working for companies like Oracle, that was key in making a tour of duty successful, that you made that connection with the client. It's something that they taught me when I was working on my MBA, and this is true even today, that you do need to make that personal connection, which is often with startups boiling up everywhere. What we forget to do is that make that connection. So that was the unexpected good thing.
Great.
The unexpected bad thing is that the time here went so quickly. Oh my God, I need another week. Give me another month. But I have to go back tomorrow.
So sad. We were so happy to have you here to show you around.
Well, as Schwarzenegger said, I'll be back.
Yes, Karla will be back for sure.
I'll be back.
My next question is rather tough, but I really need to discuss it with you, as was a great client and friend of mine. And this is also the first time I'm talking about it publicly. But, we are Ukrainians, we are free, we are honest, we are free to say whatever we want. And I really want to cover this topic now. It happened that this kind of business startup for foreigners, like fixing everything, is one of the first ones in Ukraine. I only know of one company, and they operate in a completely different way. I'm not going to say anything, but when I was studying my market, I tried to use their services, and I noted what I liked, what I did not like, and I made something of my own, something beautiful, which I would use every day. Like, I was doing this business of such high quality that I would wish to have these services for myself. There is one problem. It seems like I'm creating a blue ocean right now. Blue ocean strategy in business. It's when you create completely new niche or industry, and these services people are not familiar with these services, but there is a huge need which is not covered. And you emerge and you come up with this first startup, and some people don't understand it if you don't communicate properly, or some people don't accept it because it's new. But then when you develop, grow, and bloom finally and succeed, people will really, really like it. So I guess we're at this growing stage. And when I started it, I encountered several problems. There is war in this country, every day. And the front line lies here as well. Front line is everywhere. And there are many volunteers, foreign volunteers, militaries, paramedics, everyone helping us in this war. And there are also war tourists, people who just want to see how people live in Ukraine, and these people in Kyiv, Lviv. Sometimes they go to the front lines, to the east, to the south. They film something. They make their own reportages. And many of these foreigners, they made a lot of friends in Ukraine, a lot. And of course, as hospitable Ukrainians, we accept all of them. We make friends. We invite them to our families. We have common dinners, which is beautiful. But what happened, it's been the second year of this war, and nobody knows for how long this war will last. We all hope for the victory, but, we got to be realistic here. It might last, like many of our military commanders said, it might last long. And great volunteers who really fight and who know the situation. It might last 5 more years, 8 more years, 8 years in total, 10 years. But we are ready. We got no choice, no other choice than to fight, and we'll fight. The question is, all these foreign guests, they use Ukrainians, not in a bad way but they ask their Ukrainian friends to buy them tickets to organize their trips, and they feel so good and comfortable with it, and it takes a lot of time, what I realized, because this is what I was doing for free for all foreign volunteers last year, and I was living on my savings, because I was also at Territorial Defense Forces press officer. I was a volunteer, and I didn't have any regular job. I was just volunteering day and night, and spending my own money, what was left after the big prosecution in my family. I was spending my money, and I found myself in the end of 2022, I found myself in a situation that maybe very soon I will have no bread on my table. I'll be hungry. I helped people in Ukraine so much that right now I'm penniless, without regular job, and just with this dream to create Ukraine Connect, a startup fixing for civilian fixing for foreigners. And problem is that many foreign guests, they're so much used to free help, free assistance from all the Ukrainians in Ukraine, that they consider my business as a charity. And they text me and say, can you organize an airplane for me? These are real cases I'm sharing right now. I'm like, interesting task. Could you please elaborate here a little bit more? He says, yes, I want a plane because I'm a volunteer and I'm traveling to help Ukraine, but I'm not willing to pay for my own ticket to Ukraine. So please, do you have any volunteering charters, any flights for free? I got shocked. I didn't know what to answer. And I realized that many foreign guests still consider Ukraine Connect as a company, which is beautiful, which has a lot of money invested into, but which for some reason does all the things for free. And when they hear that we charge hourly for all the kinds of very complicated tasks, interpretation, translation, we do so many things that no other company does here in Ukraine. And they say, oh, you charge money, but there is a war going on. Isn't this fair that you don't charge money and you do for free? And I ask, will you employ me then? Will you provide salary for me, find another job for me, and provide bread on my table? So this is an interesting stage of development of my business, when foreigners are just trying to understand what it is, but it is just a regular, normal business, because consultancy and fixing these agencies, they always charge money, right? In a country without war, or in any Western country. So people don't realize it. And my question to you would be, how would you explain, what do you think about this situation in general, your opinion? And what would you tell those people who really want to keep getting everything for free till the end of this war for next 8 years, 10 years, who knows how long?
Excellent question. And I have an answer for that. Know your own worth. So let me take this question into an industry that I know really well, which is IT consulting. It's very often that one is asked to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and oh my God, I promised it to a customer, so now it's an emergency. And I understand that situation really well. And what I can say is that, know your value. And if you stick to your guns on that it will turn out all right in the end. Saying no is okay. I'll never explain the word no.
Interesting.
Hand them your rate card and say, we're here to help. And, you can make an appointment. Nobody would... There have been times over a century ago that a famous artist in my country was asked to paint for nothing, or asked to paint a painting in order to get lunch or dinner and a bottle of wine in a cafe. And his name was Vincent van Gogh. And he died poor.
For the art, for the sake of
And
art.
what are his paintings worth today? What did he bring to the world? His way of seeing the world is something that we can't even put a price on that. So there are many non-promotable tasks. By non-promotable is that they're not doing anything for you, and really you're just being used. And sadly, we try to be helpful. We try to help colleagues. We try to help our clients, but then they start not respecting us so much anymore. And seeing us in a different light as servants rather than respected partners in this journey. So it's important to be very clear, be professional, and also be proud. Stand tall and say, this is what we do. And I hope, and this is just me speaking out of hopes and dreams, that as an organization that you can be a good example for other such organizations and professionals to follow.
Great.
And set a standard.
Thank you so much. So what I do agree with Karla that doing a little bit of this, doing a little bit of that, sometimes might take one whole day. You start in the morning and you got 10 clients who text you, oh, Liza, please give me an advice on this, on that. Please help me choose this and that. And then out of a sudden, there is evening late, or even late night, and you're still at the office. I'm like,
right.
What was I doing? And imagine that these are like 12 hours of your precious time, of your working hard. So what would you tell those Westerners who want to receive all the services, no matter easy or complicated ones, for free?
Having negotiated contracts for Oracle, I had a billing rate, but also a minimum block of time. So if I did something for a client that took me 5 minutes, the minimum block might have been an hour or 2 hours, and that was negotiable depending on the contract. There's nothing magic about an hour. However, when you get in the mindset of doing something for a client and you have their problems on your mind, whether you're thinking about it in the bathtub or the shower, or you're in front of your laptop working on it, this is all your precious time. This is your brain. And it's important to bill not only the exact time spent, but blocks of time. I would say.
Interesting
So
idea.
that,
Thank you.
yeah, it's as far as free. We had a saying in New York: "You get what you pay for, pal." You get what you pay for. If it's free, think twice about it. Because some things...
Yeah, this is my approach as well, but I'm a businesswoman. Not everyone has this mindset.
It's not mercenary. It's life. Some free things come at too high a price. And I can tell you that I have put my trust before in people and organizations who would do things for free or complimentary, or were used to doing things for free. And I might as well have done it myself.
Yeah. So what would you tell personally to those folks who say, come on, there is war in your country. Your beautiful business, which you invested a lot of money into, is supposed to be a charity right now because we all are volunteers and we want things for free. What would you tell them?
We're all volunteers, exactly. And we are volunteers and we need to eat. Nobody's paying us to provide these services. and this is coming out of our skills and our knowledge of the country. And this is
and our connections, a lot of connections we have.
Yeah, this is a legitimate traveling expense. You don't expect the airlines to fly you for Poland for free. You don't
just because
expect
there
the
is war
train
in
to
Ukraine.
take you here.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing is for free.
One person expects, because I got this request, find me a plane.
Oh,
but
you get people. There's the sense of
cunning, chytry.
Yeah, cunning, and it's
tricksters.
It's not even tricksters. It's just people who psychologically try to dominate someone into
take advantage of
getting
everyone
them
and
to
everything.
do stuff. Because I get this all the time, especially in the last 2 contracts that I did. Could you help me with this and do this when I had already planned a full day of meetings.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And then when I told them no, they acted really hurt, and then they went to the the CTO and then complained and said, that bad Karla. But I stuck to my guns, even though it made me look bad in the short term. In the long term, I got respect. So just say a good, polite no in order to keep, our lights on. We need this minimum rate.
Mm-hmm. Because we also donate money to the army and charities from our income every month, and we report publicly about it. We say today's monthly donation goes to this and that charity.
And that's part of transparency.
So this is how even my business volunteers. Thank you so much, Karla, for your attitude, and I'm so proud of you that you also, this is how you deal with your situations, similar ones. Trust me, we're always nice, kind, and polite with everyone, even if someone is rude to us. My team is always polite. And if I am busy, because I'm not the only person working at Ukraine Connect, if I'm busy, I would just assign another employee to help my clients, and it will be all right. It will still be done at a high quality level because I choose my colleagues, my employees very thoroughly. And honestly, I made the price and just the services as affordable as possible. I decreased the hourly price, and I have never heard of a company which does it. We don't round time. We charge with the accuracy of 1 minute. So it can be either 2 or 3 minutes. It can be 17 minutes, 53 minutes. And we have special timers which we use. We switch them on and off when we start the task and when we finish the task. So I guess this is something great in terms of math, and I hope my clients would appreciate it. And you're warmly welcome to come to Ukraine and enjoy our services. My last question would be, do you think, in general, this business, this new blue ocean, is it needed in Ukraine? And how do you foresee its future after the victory?
Until I can walk into Central Station in Amsterdam with my book and sit on a train and perhaps a night train and wake up in Lviv or Kyiv and not have a single worry in my mind, and that I can do everything myself, then those services will be sorely needed. And I should hope at that point that your services will also have evolved to a different level in which you're, making business introductions and bringing people together. I mean, we've had this Iron Curtain in place, and it's kept us from really communicating and being ourselves across that Iron Curtain. And it's going to take a while for business and so forth to catch up to the extent that, I want to talk to this guy in Germany, or, I need this service, so I'm going to get on this website in Germany, or I'm going to talk to some agent. So until there's that level of cohesion and communication between all of our European countries. That's my vision. Those even the basic services will be needed.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And I guess also, even when we reach that level of understanding, all us and other European countries, plus language, that we will all understand each other in terms of language, there are still so many things that you would rather delegate. Like, for example, at my home, I delegate cleaning to a cleaning lady who is kind, nice, and polite, and we've become friends for, she has been working for me for more than 2 years. And I can clean by myself. But I just don't have time because I'm a founder and CEO of Ukraine Connect, and I really just want to delegate and to see my flat clean without my participation, because it is a very hard work, very hard. It takes 5 hours for my 57 square meters. So there will be always something that foreign guests would still like to delegate just for the sake of saving time, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Cool. Thank you so much, Karla. Thank you for giving me this interview. It's been a great honor and pleasure to have you here in Ukraine, to show you around, to do all these interesting services for you. Every client is unique and every service is unique. Trust me. We're like, there is a lot of creativity in this because every request is unique and we just love taking new challenges. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to having you here again.
And thank you so much. And not only for bringing me here today, but for making my time in Kyiv such a joy. Oh, and those books and there's so many stories to tell. I'll be a long time writing them down.
Good. And we are waiting for your book and for everything, whatever you are going to write about Ukraine and this trip. We are waiting for it to be out and to read it. Yes, I will advertise it separately when it's out. Okay. Thank you so much, Karla. We're going to enjoy our day. We have a beautiful day in Kyiv. Thank you so much for watching this interview, and we're sending you love from Kyiv. Bye.
Bye.